This is Miss Janelle from Lil Reading Scientists, and I'm going to read you the story called Fran Learns to Read. So Fran, now that you know the alphabet, you are ready to learn how to read. Do you know what the alphabet letters do? No, said Fran, with a puzzled look on her face. Letters make words, replied Dan. So I can get the letters to make words, said Fran. Yes, that's how it works. Letters make words, Dan replied. You put letters in order and then you blend them together. Then Dan surprised Fran by making up a cheer. I am a reading scientist and this is what I do. I find a word I want to read, I sign and sound it too. And then I blend the sounds together. You can do it too. A few days later, when Dan picked Fran up from preschool, Fran said, Dan, are we going to the secret clubhouse today? Well, we can if you want to, replied Dan. Yes, please, can we go? Screeched Fran. Okay, but I have homework to do, said Dan. Fran's heart sank. She wanted Dan to teach her how to read today. When they got to the clubhouse, Dan gave Fran a snack and got out some glue, scissors, and paper for her to do a craft. Dan started to do his homework. Fran sat quietly and ate her snack, and then she decided to make a birthday card for her mom. She cut out blue hearts, circles, and squares and glued them onto a big piece of cardboard. She signed her name one letter at a time. She wanted to write Happy Birthday, Mom on the card, but she did not know how. Dan was working very hard on his homework. Fran looked at him, and she wanted to ask him for help, but he looked so busy. Ahem! Fran cleared her throat loudly, trying to get Dan's attention, but he did not look up. He only looked at his math homework. Ahem! Fran made the noise again, and this time it worked. Dan looked at Fran and said, What? Well, I made Mom a birthday card, but I don't know how to write Happy Birthday, Fran said softly. Dan put down his pencil and closed his math book and smiled at Fran. I did say I would teach you how to read and spell. I guess today is the day. Fran was so excited. Today was the day she was going to begin learning how to read and spell. She wondered if reading was magic. How did adults and older children know what the words on the page said? Is it magic, Dan? Fran asked. Is what magic? Dan said. Reading, is it magic? Fran asked again. Dan smiled at his little sister. No, Fran, it's not really magic. You just look at the letters, say their sounds, and then blend them together. Is it a little magic? Fran asked. Well, Fran, I'll tell you what. We will use my magic wand, and maybe that will help us, Dan replied. Dan opened a big wooden box in the corner of the clubhouse, and he got out his white scientist's coat and put it on. Then he grabbed his magic wand. The wand was made out of clear glass and had 1,000,000 little glitter sparkles in it. Fran was so excited, and she started jumping all around. She grabbed her pom-poms and made up a cheer. Dan got out his red and blue alphabet letters from the big wooden box. Okay, Fran, let's start with a simple word. How about cat? Dan said. Yippee skippy, said Fran, smiling ear to ear. Dan asked Fran, what sound do you hear at the beginning of the word cat? Fran thought for a minute and then said, K. Good. Get the letter that makes the K sound and put it here. Now what sound do you hear in the word cat? Fran thought for a minute and then she said, ah. Good. get the letter that says ah and put it next to the k. Now what's the last sound you hear in the word cat? Fran thought for a minute and then said t. She got the letter that said t and put it at the end of the word. Good job, said Dan. Now let's use the magic wand to say each sound and to blend the letters together. Fran picked up Dan's magic wand. She loved the glitter and the sparkles. She pointed to the letter C and said k. Then she pointed to the letter A and said ah. Last, she pointed to the letter T and said t. K, a, t, cat. Fran had just spelled and read her first word. Dan and Fran got up and started dancing around the clubhouse. You did it, Fran! You spelled and read the word cat. I'm so proud of you, screeched Dan. I did it! I did it! I did it! Yelled Fran. And it was kind of magic.
You can't do that, but letters make words, yes they do. Get 2 red letters and get 1 blue. Letters make words, yes they do. Get 2 red letters and get 1 blue. What does it spell? What can you do with the alphabet letters? Can you use a magic wand and turn them into Irish setters? Can you build them a boat? Can you sail away? Can you make them into a crown and be king for a day? No, you can't do that, but letters make words, yes they do. Get 2 red letters and get 1 blue. Letters make words, yes they do. Get 2 red letters and get 1 blue. What does it spell? What can you do with the alphabet letters? Can you glue them on your arms and turn them into feathers? Can you put them on a cone and lick them like ice cream? Can you ride them like a wave in the ocean so green? No, you can't do that. But letters make words, yes they do.